the center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Fouled away. Gaussman has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Alec Bohm is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now it'll be stepping into the box, Donovan Solano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
Gregorius is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Brandon Belt comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. The bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Tommy La Stella is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants come up empty in the first. We'll go to the second from San Francisco. No score on the. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. JT Realmuto comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Solano ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
That is it.
Here's Didi Gregorius. His career numbers against Kevin Gaussman. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a 2nd time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, hitting 500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius has it. And there's one down now. So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, it'll be Alex Dickerson. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Eflin, a native Floridian. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And another foul ball. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Brandon Crawford is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A little low. It's 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Herrera's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The 0-1 delivery. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Crawford dives. What a stop. It's there. He got him.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Now at the plate, Matt Joyce. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
The pitcher, number 56, Zach Eflin.
To the plate now, Zach Eflin. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He waits. Now the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Odubel Herrera to the plate now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And it's fouled away. A pause, and the 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Kurt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Valley.
Here comes the first pitch. Casale has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Chasing after it is Herrera. Around first, he's digging for second. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the Giants can't ask for much more. It's a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Mario.
Into the box now, Alexander Canario. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Ready with the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So now to the plate, Kevin Gossman. And he puts it on the ground to second. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Donovan Solano. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Miller is there, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, Brad Miller, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Now the pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Into the box now, Alec Bohm. As he'll ground this one foul off to the left side. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Dickerson looks up into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, 8th home run on the season for him, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. Fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounded slowly to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the stretch, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone into the arcade section. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year. And it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Canario is right there. And that's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Two are gone in the Philly 4th, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Phillies on top, 3-1. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Grounded back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Tommy LaStella now.
And he'll bounce one on the ground to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly.
On to first to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in, Mike Yastrzemski. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco.
1-2 now. Here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Joyce will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Giants are down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Here's Matt Joyce now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Zach Eflin.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Eflin, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's fallen off the table.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 on its way. Goodness, 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Last half of the 5th coming up. Philadelphia's on top, 3-1. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Dickerson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Alex Dickerson is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Harper is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Fastball called for strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Kurt Casale.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And that's through for a hit.
Now back, center fielder, Alexander Canario.
In now, Alexander Canario. Fouled off. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
The 0-2 home. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Giants. Number 45, Wilmer.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave a couple. They still trail it here 3-1. Sean Yamaguchi takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 2, Sean Yamaguchi.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brad Miller.
The second baseman, Brad.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Alec Bohm is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up in there, a base hit.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Didi Gregorius will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Realmuto stands at first with one out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Over to Crawford at the bag, and the force play will end the inning. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's now 4-1 Philadelphia. Ready for another shot now, Donovan Solano. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Number 9, Brandon Belt.
To the plate now, Brandon Belt. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Striding into the box, Tommy La Stella. No hits to this point. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Harper to the track, and that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Giants draw closer. It's now a 4-2 game.
Well, he had him dead to rights at 0-2. Instead of making him chase a pitch and waste a pitch or two, he served one up and paid for it dearly. That is one tough pill to swallow.
Mike Yastrzemski is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Joyce is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 4-2. Dominic
attention,
Leone
please.
is on to pitch
Now,
from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53. John
7th inning ready to roll, and
Leadoff.
next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Dickerson on his horse.
He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Matt Joyce.
Now to the plate, Matt Joyce. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Dickerson is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The batter, the pitcher, Zach Eflin.
Into the box, Zach Eflin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here. I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. 3 down for Philadelphia, but they still lead this one 4-2. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Alex Dickerson. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Odubel Herrera. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the hit pretty well out toward right center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Brad Miller will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Alex
Stepping up to the plate, Alec Bohm. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Striding in, Alexander Canario. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The Phils are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Donovan Solano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. One ball and 2 strikes the count. This is line to left, and Joyce will put this one away, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They trail it here 4-2. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson's on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Didi.
Coming to the plate now, Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage right.
In now, Bryce Harper. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Bat explodes as this has popped up. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Into the cove, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Has a look, now the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead this one 4-2. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate now, Tommy La Stella. As he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0-for-3. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
He froze him on the fastball there. Mike Yastrzemski becomes out number 2 this inning. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot.